Taiwan special, episode 2 of the week. All right, China and Hong Kong. What's going on with this? Hong Kong has been protesting for weeks now. Not for weeks, 4 weeks. Well, at least this is the 4th weekend. G20. I think G20 was sort of I don't know. G20 was like someone else's wedding. I think that's how the leaders all viewed the G20 summit. Trump was not as excited to go to the G20 as he was to go to the DMZ. I really think that Xi and even the South Korean President Moon and Shinzo Abe, the Japanese Prime Minister, I think even the French Prime... you go to someone else's wedding, there's friends you're going to see there you haven't seen in a while. There's people you want to talk to. But it's not really something you really love doing. It's something you have to do, and it'll give you a few opportunities to do some stuff that needs to be done, and it's a nice chance to dress up. And we're supposed to do this because it validates that we're decent, legitimate people. But gosh darn it, it was someone else's wedding. And that's how I think all the leaders viewed this year's G20, because there's so much tension in the air. And who's been creating the tension? All of the wave the white flag and let the tyrant murderous dictator have the run of the world guys, they're going to say that it's all America's fault. I don't know how many times people said, stop trying to tell Hitler that he's bad. Stop trying to tell when Hitler was little and cute and adorable and wasn't attacking anybody. People said, he started to attack a few people. People said, don't attack Hitler. Chamberlain, the prime minister before Winston saved Britain. Chamberlain went and talked to the Fuhrer, got the signature. I won't attack any more countries. Peace in our times, what the newspapers all said before World War II, just before. There were lots of people saying, stop telling Hitler he's bad. He'll become an evil person and attack us. Hitler was going to attack us all along. And everyone said, no, you're making trouble. That's why he'll attack us. And afterwards, well, everybody's an expert. But going into it, people all blamed the whistleblowers. You people who are saying that Hitler's bad, you're the ones that are making war here. That was going on before World War II. Big time. And then after the truth be known, they all shut it and get quiet and go run away. Afterwards, they don't want to talk anymore. So because they hush up and try to erase their stupid, idiotic wisdoms, quote unquote, from history, we don't read about all the idiots. So we have our own new day. There's all the people that are saying, stop disagreeing with China. Let them have everything they want, and then they'll stop killing people. Those guys, we haven't heard other people talk like that from the history books because they try to hide themselves once the history books start to be written. So that's, that's happening. And, Xi and China are the troublemakers. They're the ones building weapons. They're the ones ramming into fishing boats in the South Sea. Some people call it the South China Sea, but for me, everyone here calls it Haiyang. Nanhai. The South Sea. So China's the perpetrator. They're the ones that want all the money leaving America and going to China. There are people, well, America's always got money. These people don't understand. They think money falls from trees, as Dad always used to say. So we've got a conflict between, in times of approaching war, there's always a rising conflict among the people who understand where the source comes from, whether it's a money source or it's a peace source or it's an ingenuity source or it's a business smart source. And this is interesting. I talked about that in the podcast weekly, the first episode earlier on Monday this week. there are people that understand sourcing and where a source of whatever comes from, ideas, innovation, energy, mojo. I'm here in Taiwan, and this last week, I had an interesting conversation with a politician. I think I might talk a little bit more about that, but we talked about the need to not harass people with too many traffic lights. And the thing is, if you make people stop at red lights constantly, and you take their commute and double the commute time just because of sloppy handling of traffic, it wears people down. It takes out their energy, and they lose their mojo and their drive. And that's a big deal, because without drive, energy, spunk, pizzazz, mojo, the desire to run out and get it done and go in and do it and make it happen, without that drive, people aren't going to be innovative. They're not going to do their best at work. Their company products aren't going to be the best. Their economy isn't going to produce awesome stuff. You got to have mojo in people's lives, because people are the ones that drive an economy. You want to have economic source and power and energy. Govern traffic so that the lights get out of people's way and keep other people out of people's way, so that people can all get where they're going quickly. Don't harass them on the commute. It's a very basic thing you can do to help the economy. Keep people happy. Don't punish them for having energy and wanting to get where they're going, literally. If you do it on the road, by the time they get to the office, they're going to be exhausted. And then by the time they get home, they're not going to want to tell their kids to behave. They're just going to sit there and let their kids act like animals. And their kids will grow up, misbehaved, making bad decisions, not learning and progressing, being deviant and becoming dependent on the system. And so in one form or another, whether the prison, the criminal justice system, or whether the charity system, the charity systems. So you've got to stay out of people's way and not punish them when they decide to have ingenuity and move forward. Okay, where was I with this? Okay, so understanding sourcing, understanding where stuff comes from. As I said yesterday, Trump knows where sources come from, and Trump knows what he's doing when it comes to dealing with the people in Asia. So Xi Jinping, if you understand that, then it makes sense that Xi Jinping and China are the perpetrators. They're the ones that have about 2,000 missiles aimed at Taiwan. Actually, there's only 150 or so missile launchers, but all standing by. They've got 2,000 or so. I think 1,800 missiles a few years ago, and they've been only increasing that number. I mean, what kind of a country aims 2,000 missiles at something that they say is their friend? They've got their long sob story about how Taiwan should be part of us, but it's not, and it's prospered and it's free. So why take something good? China should say, this whole Taiwan thing is really good. We're glad they're not part of our mess. Yay, go on, Taiwan. And let's sing that song, Whitney Houston. If I should stay, I would only be in your way. So goodbye. Okay, well, I've kind of messed it up, but the song, I Will Always Love You. That's how it starts. It's if I would stay, I'd only be in your way. So I'll go, but I know I'll think of you every step of the way. And that's the song that China could sing for Taiwan, but they won't. Instead, they aim 2,000 missiles at them. Who's the peace breaker? Who's the perpetrator in the East? It's Xi Jinping, because he's at the helm. In Asia, you see these pictures of like 1,000 people in a room and they're all casting votes. Those people are all Asian minions. This happens in Asian culture. They get beat down, and some guy walks in the room and talks a bit loudly, and everybody's brainwashed like an elephant who thinks he can't pull a stake out of the ground. They're beat down. And everybody just goes along with what he says because they've just been shell-shocked and beaten and scared into thinking that they have to agree with him or they're going to get in trouble. They have no idea. Like an elephant, you could just step forward and pull the stake out of the ground and not even feel it. They have no idea. All those people in that room could stand up and say, I'm not voting for you. I'm voting that you go to prison right now. And they could change the world. But they're brainwashed and beaten down like Israel when they left Egypt. You can take Israel out of Egypt, but it takes generations to take the Egypt out of Israel. And that slave mindset is running the people who are basically rubber stamp votes for Xi Jinping, and he runs the show. Hong Kong has been protesting 4 weekends in a row. And that goes against the unchecked, unquestioned, rubber-stamped leadership of Xi Jinping. And he is going to get angry and upset, and he's going to do something. He's going to miscalculate. He's going to get fed up with Trump coming in. Oh yeah, we're friends. We're nice. Did you see the smile for the camera pose shot that Xi and Trump had? Trump's really nice and everything. Yeah, we got a great friendship. It's so nice to see us together. And we agree on so many things. And Huawei's an evil company. And China's going to bring its trade down. And they're going to stop helping their companies because that's evil. And we agree on all the other 90% stuff. Great. Oh, Kim. Oh, it's great to see you at the border. DMZ, let's upstage the whole week. Let's make the reporters all forget about Xi. You're my new best friend. I'll offer you more than he ever will. And I'm not even going to say any of this. I'm just going to stand the famous DMZ and smile. This is not going to make Xi feel loved at all. Not at all. As I said yesterday, Kim is going to have a new level of trust and respect, knowing he's going to get whatever Xi offers Kim. It's not going to matter because Trump offered Kim more. Like I said yesterday, that means that Trump can offer more things. Whatever deal Xi has with Kim, Trump can make it better, and Kim knows it. And Trump is willing to. And Trump can offer things that Xi can never, not just double or have, H-A-L-V, neither have nor. It's stuff that just is not in Xi's pocket. It's not in Xi's hands of cards to play. So I meant to say cards there. It just didn't come out. Just for the record, I don't want any of this one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind stuff. When Armstrong insisted, he said it's one small step for a man, and the wasn't caught by the radio. Okay, so what we're looking at here is an insulted and estranged Xi. Trump being nice. Go watch him smile for the camera. It's in the links in the stack, the Pacific Times news stacks this week. But watch him smile for the camera. And Xi, it's like, okay, all right, that's enough. That's okay. We're good. All right. Xi was not happy to be there. He was not happy. He's going to get angry. He's going to miscalculate. And he's going to go try to attack the mad, angry guy who got pushed behind is going to have his moment in the movie, in the storyline, however you want to view it, where he's going to go off and he's going to bust a move and he's going to go try to take from someone. And he's going to go try to line it all up and get what he deserved that no one ever gave him because no one loved him as a child. She's going to make that move and it's going to start the ball rolling and it's going to end in the West dominating China and fixing the monster that was coming. That's where we're going. See you tomorrow.